slow. I'm not sure how I'm gonna actually open this up, but it's frozen.
You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. So previously did a little relocating, did some things. I do gotta stop and talk to Frank about what goes on, but it rained another inch. So yesterday I did about nothing because, well, working in the rain really isn't that much fun. But today, let's see if we can figure out that heater core, what's actually going on with it. Where are my tools? That's odd. Okay, well, we gotta find those. What are you doing? They were in the front seat. I actually took them out. I got 2 of these tool sets, and they're not really that great, but they were priced nicely, so it worked out. But I guess we better get the key for this as well, because you gotta run it. It actually builds some pressure in the cooling system, which the coolant then goes through the heater core. We got to actually jack it up a little bit more because I cannot. Maybe I can reach underneath there and unhook the trailer. I actually moved it forward so that water would roll off the roof because it was a little challenging. The roof leaks a little bit, so you got to leave it forward. But alrighty, so let's get it started. It's a little chilly today still. I'm parked right on the main road. I did end up moving everything, so that got moved, which is good. I take it that's my, nope. He's really tailgating. FedEx, come on. Okay, let it air up. So if you remember previously, it started leaking coolant out of the bottom, which a lot of people were they were worried about Yanko eating coolant and drinking coolant. Yeah, that's why we stopped and got the towels to clean it up. So I got a few more, so once we're done, we'll clean everything, make it nice. But it is chilly, and the no defrost really makes it inconvenient to go on a trip. So we better take this cover off, see what we can see. Hopefully it's just a hose, but I don't know. Maybe it's a clamp, maybe it's the heater core. So let me grab the tools and we'll dive into it. Okay, it's off. We can see that hose is damp, but I don't know if it's coming from the back or maybe it's right there, or that valve that switches between it. Let me put this right here, this light. What's that actually do? Okay, I'm just figuring it out. That doesn't look like it moves anything, but it should. Is that the speed? No. Oh, that's the cab. That definitely goes to something. So let's start it up. I'll pop the hood and we'll see where it starts dripping from. So right now we got the coolant valves shut off, which usually you do that in the summer anyways, just so the heat's not running through the cab. Okay, so right here, turn that valve back on. I'm gonna have to let the truck get hot, I think. Maybe not. Open it right up. I think this goes to that valve actually, how hot or cold it is, but it's not moving, so we might have to mess around with that. Okay, we need some green coolant for this. We actually need to switch this hydraulic fitting back here. From when we were doing the lowboy stuff, we put that on, so I gotta find my actual hydraulic fittings. But it's not leaking right now. The thing is, it's not warm, so it's not pumping coolant through the motor. So I might get a connection piece to jump in between for just right now. You can get that thermostat or heater core control valve. They got a bunch of them, so we just have to pull it off and see which one it is. It's more of a pain to get in and out of it, but I'll probably end up, well, I'll go grab some green coolant because I got Dex. Maybe I got some green coolant. Usually I have just Dex Cool and red coolant. Yeah, but yeah, it's good. The heater core, the actual core itself, so it pulls air across, blows it out there, and gives you defrost based on what you do here. The problem with this is the cable started moving, so 2 is actually all the way there, but that's fine. We just run it in the high side of it. So yeah, kind of annoying it did that. Started leaking, made a mess. But let me check if I got coolant. We'll top it off, and then we'll see. I thought about putting some cardboard in front of it to get it warm and just see where it's leaking there. It's not a line, it's not that. You can see it's wet, so I have never actually messed with one of these, like a heater core in general, but got the actual blower out. So that comes out. That actually looks really good. So set that over here. We'll take the remaining bolts. We'll have to take this, and then this whole cover that it goes inside of should come out. That way we can actually work on what we need to do there. So, and if I can get that part out, put a connector in between it, then it will just run wide open all the time, which is okay because it is chilly time of the season. And I'll get the exact one to go, probably the cable too, because that's looking a little funky. But that's out. I think there's 3 bolts left, and then 2 over here. Whole cover comes off. Oh, cover off, panel off. Almost there. I'm tight on some things here, I think. I need 2 hands. Well, you can see a little wet there. I wonder where Yanko is. Oh, I see more there. Somebody's dog barking going by. So that's out, which allows us all of this room in there to get to that, which that is what was leaking. You can see everything else looks good. I'm gonna take it's leaking somewhere there, but the fact that the places that didn't have hose clamps just fell right off. Like they're broken right there, as you see. So we're taking apart. There's the part number right there. But what I'm gonna do in the meantime, because we're actually gonna run this truck for a little bit, is we're gonna get a connector that goes in between those. Or I'll get a whole piece of pipe hose that goes down and around. We'll get some hose clamps. So we're gonna run over to O'Connor's. We'll get some coolant, light bulb. I need some pipe wrenches, and we'll clean this up so you can get a part number off it. There's, yeah, patent pending, part number. So easy enough to switch that, and then we should be able to we'll have to fix that up, because this is meant that this is closed and all the way pulled in is open. So no point in putting this one back in. They take it leaks up in the top and just drip down all around. That's the reason why it's wet. So I guess we'll see. Okay, we're back. We got the priorities. There's another tennis ball laying in the yard, but this one, that's a new tennis ball. There's another one in there. So what did I get? We got a bulb for the light that was burnt out in there, just because it was easy enough. Grab some grease because I got only expensive grease to do the fifth wheel plate. 4 hose clamps and this fitting that's going to go in between there. Then we'll get that part and we'll be rocking and rolling. I was going to see if I could get a hose with some of those bends, maybe cut it, put a new one, but this hose is in actually pretty good shape, which is surprising. But I'll get that apart, throw that in there, so heat will just be on full throttle. All that does is meter how much heat or coolant flows through, which is fine because I can turn it on and off. It's actually a decent day for early December, but that's got some. That might not be as good as I thought. But it's just chilly. It's overcast and chilly. Yeah, we'll probably get new hoses when we redo this, but let me slip that one through. All new clamps. We're balling out, you know, on a budget. Oh, I did get pipe wrenches because mine went MIA previously, so I figured I should get some because well, we got to change that line and that's gonna be a pain without some pipe wrenches. Change the hydraulic coupler. So yeah, 2 pipe wrenches. Okay, so it is in. The valve is not, which means we're good on heat now. Probably gonna clean up that coolant before I put everything back together, so I'll do that. Then you just slide this in, which this is just outside housing that blows the air across everything, so pulls air in and across, and then blows it up. So pretty easy going how it all is laid out. I threw a towel over the front just to get it hot. It does have radiator louvers to open and close, but I think that valve has an issue and I just haven't messed with it because I don't want to have it not work and then have it shut or be a pain. So now it's getting a little warmer, but we're in. That light works now. The spring inside of it was too compressed, so we're good there. I actually dropped that bulb messing around and had to take the blower back off, but blower works. That's going up to the defrost. That's going out the back to the cab. So defrost is really, oh, it blows really good there, so we're good. But yeah, I'll let it get up to temperature, that way I know it's all good and it's not leaking anywhere. And then from there, throw that cover back on. I did grease the fifth wheel plate. Tiny little bit of oil it needed, which isn't bad. I think I put like 2,000 miles on it since it did oil change. So yeah, what else we got? Change the valve on, change the connection. We got to do that. I don't know if they did the lighting tonight or what's going on. They got some police activity over there. Oh yeah, they did the lighting. It's all blocked off and stuff. Looks good. Kind of Littleton here, so looks really good. We are gonna run down here. Yo, what up, Matt? We're gonna run down here and hook up to the dump trailer, and the dump trailer is gonna go west. So running way later than I thought. I was like, yeah, I'll be out of here at like 3. Yep. I did make dinner. I had some leftovers from yesterday. So I got food for tomorrow, which tomorrow should be a good day. Should be a really good day, hopefully. I'll go hook up to that trailer. We'll make sure everything's good to go and send it. My bulb burnt out. Or actually the cover fell off and the bulb burnt out. Or something happened. It was working. Is my back one still working? No. Maybe a wire broke going to this side. Everything else works, so license plate light and the other side works. That's a pain. Alrighty. 467 for fuel this time. Woo! Going down. Members is 455. I'm hoping that it just keeps going and going and going, right? What are you thinking? So I put all those pillows and blankets. I actually brought 2 jackets, a sweatshirt. Also that Yanko could have like a whole pad over there. So he's got a mound. It's good actually. We put 50 gallons in the previous, $234. I got some dinner. I should eat something. I did eat some before. Oh, what do we got, brother? Hell yeah. Little Duramax action there. It was ripping. If I remember, this thing doesn't start working until you put that one on. It was weird last time. Yeah, it doesn't even engage. So then you come over here. You fill this tank at the same time. See, now it zeroes out. Trips and... oh, we're a little tangled up in there. Tricks and tips to get you guys going by. Having heat is definitely nice this trip. So previously, I forgot my spoon. Turns out, the guy running the pump tractor actually had a spare spoon. Little did I know that they watched the channel. They're actually Cobleskill. We won't see that guy this time, but this is what I got going on. Some chicken with, something with the C's. It's wicked good. Like, HelloFresh is, it keeps it interesting. But I got a fork. My other one, I got some pasta in the other one. Cold out. We are full. 26 gallons, $121. Of course, I want a receipt. I filled these right up. So last time they weren't that full, but I forget what these tanks hold. Let me grab my receipt, eat a little bit. Manufactured 90, 50 gallons. So I don't know if they're the same on both sides. They're a little different layout, so I don't think that this one holds 50. But yeah, this one's definitely bigger. Maybe. So we got like 90 to 100 gallons of fuel capacity, so yeah. Alrighty, I'm gonna eat a little bit. Yeah, it's freaking cold. Gotta have a loose ground because my marker lights are back on the side here. So no cap, so we gotta get that fixed up. But yeah, I must have a bad wire or loose wire or something getting disconnected. Pulled out of there and lights were back on. So what I got going on, you can hear it engaging, but not actually, ow, just hit that trailer, not actually fully going. So I come back here, it's like it's halfway engaged, but if you jump across, so clearly there's voltage there. It's like this is, maybe this is frozen inside, or and it's not letting it go all the way. Kind of odd that it would do that. I've tried tapping on it as I click it back and forth, and yeah, nothing's really worked. So I guess we will see. So maybe I'll pull it up to the shop and mess around with it for a little bit. I gotta grease the pivots, both the spindle and then the other one that spins around. And we gotta make sure the pump actually turns, because, well, as you see, it's a little cold. I came over the mountain, all the ice on the truck, all the water on the truck is now frozen. This is what happens when a tank sits around and it gets cold and never got emptied out. So, whoa, I'm not sure how I'm gonna actually open this up, but it's frozen. Everything in there's frozen. Ow. Better put you guys down before I keep hurting myself some more. Struggles. So, got it open. Yeah, I'd say it's a little frozen in a few spots here. And, yep. So it did not want to spin because of that. Frickin' ice straight up. Damn, that's not even sand manure. So, alrighty. I should have cleaned this out before, I guess. Didn't even think about it. I thought having it open would be good, but usually I'm not trying to spread manure when it's 20 degrees out. But we'll get it ready. Got it spinning. So we'll just clean up the rest of it, pop it back together. So when I jump this across, it clicks, but it won't pull all the way in. I'm thinking this is actually junk. So what I did was, we went right past it. I better turn this actually, so we don't have stress on that. Went right past it, jumped over, and how we're actually going to turn it on and off is by unplugging it up front. So it's unplugged right now, but we'll have to switch that out. There we go, less stress on it. Alrighty, let's see if when we go plug it in, if we can make it go up and down side to side. I do got a hydraulic leak right here, so that's not good. It's just dripping on the feed line. Always something. Well, it goes up. Actually, so what we can do is just use the switch. It's on. Sorry about that. The hydraulics are wicked cold. Hopefully tomorrow is a little warmer. You can see all the ice up here on the deck. So usually when you press this button, one of these buttons, it actually turns the pump on, so then it doesn't sit there and turn on and off. But what we'll do is if we shut that off, it's not actually grounded through it, then we're good. Oh, interesting. Well, we're learning. We're getting closer. It's 10:30. Other than that hydraulic leak, and we got to grease things, but I'll wait till the morning. I'll get some grease from James. I'm sure he's got a grease gun on something. That hydraulic leak, it's been leaking. The only reason it leaked a bunch was because it was slow going. If it gets to the point where it's leaking too much, we'll have to take it off and re-thread it. I use that pipe dope, and probably me cutting the pipes wasn't perfect, but the pipe dope I don't think works worth a damn. I know a bunch of people swear by it, but alrighty, I'm going in, edit this video, and keep going with you guys. So I appreciate everybody watching along. I guess we're gonna move some manure tomorrow. So, alrighty, have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.